الدرس الرابع. We go to الدرس الرابع. So I believe you have watched the video until the end. Okay. Okay. Let us go through this lesson. Okay. First, what is this al-af'al al-mujarrada wal-mazida according to your understanding when you watch the video?
No additional.
Okay. Yes, good. So additional letter, no additional letter. Okay. So which one is which? We look at the
Mazidata is with the additional.
mazid without additional.
With the additional.
Mazid, good. Mazid, this is with additional. Additional what? Additional letters. Letters. Okay. So mazid, when we say fi'al mazid, so you can, of course, here they use it with a jamak word. Af'al, verbs. Af'al, that is why here they add the ta, mujarrada and mazida. But if we refer to a single fi'al, we will just say fi'lun mujarrad. This is if we refer to a single fi'al. Fi'lun mujarrad, and another one is fi'lun mazid. Okay, so for the purpose of our lesson, we use the single word. We say fi'l mujarrad and fi'l mazid. Yes. So mujarrad and mazid, this is about whether the fi'l contains original huruf, original letters, or with additional letters. Okay, so when we say mujarrad is referring to the fi'l where all of the letters are the original huruf. What do you mean by original huruf here?
The basic root.
The basic root word. Yes, correct. Yes, Asia. The basic root word. The basic root word. So the basic root word of a fi'l, how many of them?
3.
3. Yes. For a fi'l, normally you will have a three letters. 1, 2, 3. Okay. They must have 3 letters. Okay. For example, give me one example of a 3-letter fi'l. Fi'l madi, not fi'l mudari, because fi'l mudari you will have to add the ya, yazhabu, taqra'u, alif, and nun. So we don't use fi'l. Yes.
Zahaba.
Zahaba, good. So you have, for example, the fi'l zahaba. So if you look at this fi'l, it contains 3 letters. And when it contains 3 letters, most of the time it is a mujarrad fi'l. So we say this is fi'l mujarrad. Why mujarrad? Because why we say these are all original huruf? Because
only have
you cannot remove any of this letter. You cannot remove zal. If you remove zal, haba is a different word. It's not zahaba, go anymore. If you remove this ha, zaba, so it is not a word. If you remove the ba, so this is also not the root word. So the root word is zahaba. And do you see any additional letter in the middle, in the beginning? No. So since there is no additional letters, so we call this fi'l as fi'l mujarrad. Okay, so this is the idea of fi'l mujarrad. What about fi'l mazid?
Have additional.
Mazid is, of course, you have the original huruf, original letters, root word, plus additional. Letters. Okay, plus additional letters. Give me one example of fi'l mazid from the examples that you have in the book. So of course it has to be more than 3 letters. So you must have the 3 original huruf, and then you have additional. Additional can be here, it can be here, it can be here. Additional huruf. So give me one example of fi'l mazid.
Allama.
Naam.
Allama.
Allama. Allama. We have ain, lam, ain, lam, mim. Okay. Allama. So allama, this is mazid. Okay. Why do you say this is fi'l mazid?
I have 4 letters.
It has 4 letters. Okay, but here I only see 3 letters. Where is the other one?
Lam.
You have the 3 letters, the ain and the lam and the mim. Where is the another one?
It has
Shadda, good.
Shadda, yeah.
Yeah, because of the shadda, because of that symbol, shadda. So when you have the shadda, shadda means that there are two similar letters. They
Yes.
combine the two letters. Okay, they don't write lam lam. They don't, actually, this is the actual word, ain, alama. But nobody will write lam and lam like this. So they combine these two. So it becomes a shadda, so alama. But actually this is 4 letter.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the root words? What are the root letters? The root letters?
Ainu,
Ain,
Lam,
lam,
Mim.
and mim. So this is the root letter for this word is ain, lam, and mim. But plus another letter. Plus another letter. And the additional letter here is of the same type of the middle, the same type of the middle letter, which is the letter lam. So this is what we mean, fi'il mazid, which means that on top of the original huruf, you have an additional letter. Okay, so this is the idea of a fi'il mazid. Okay, give me another example of fi'il mazid. Maybe we can see better because here you have the lam, we have a shadda. Another example without the shadda. Yes, from the book. Mazid. The 4 letter fi'il, 5 letter, 6 letter fi'il.
أخرج
Akhraja. 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 Okay. So this akhraja, okay, again, make sure that the fi'il is fi'il madi and not fi'il mudari. Okay? Make sure it is fi'il madi. So this is fi'il madi. Naam. Okay, when we say akhraja, what are the original huruf and what are the additional huruf?
Original is kharaja.
Original huruf is this kha, ra, and jim.
Yeah.
Kha, ra, jim. And the additional huruf is
Alif.
alif. Good, yes. So this is another example. Kha, ra, jim. That is the root word. Kharaja, to go out. So now we add another alif. We add another letter. Akhraja. It becomes another verb. It becomes another verb of another meaning. Kharaja, to go out. If it is just kharajim, this is to go out. But when you add this alif, it becomes you take something out. You take it out. That is the difference. Now you have 2 different fi'il. So the idea is that when you have these additional letters, then the fi'il will change to another word. Okay, but the root word is still the same. What is the importance of knowing whether this is mazid or mujarrad? Okay, previously when we use the traditional qamus, the traditional dictionary, the physical dictionary, when you want to look for words with additional letters, for example, akhraja, you cannot find the word unless you know the root word. Okay, for example, if you just go to alif, you go to alif to find akhraja, you will never find the word because the word does not exist in the letter alif. Why? Because most of the Arabic dictionary, they are not based on the first letter, but they are based on the first root letter. So that is why it is important to know whether it is mazid or mujarrad, whether do you have additional letter or not. So in this case, alif kharajim, or this alif is additional letter. So what do? You take it out. You look for kharajim. And when you find this kharajim, so they will give you meaning. Kharajim, akhraja, whatever word that are derived from kharajim, you will find it there. Okay, under so previously it is very important. But of course nowadays with the advent of internet and the app, so of course you don't need to know whether it is mujarrad and mazid to find the word. Okay, so previously that is very important. Okay, that is one. But another importance of this to know whether it is mazid or mujarrad, later you will see how to change it to mudare, how to change it to amar, how to change it to a person. So these are also very important to know whether it is mujarrad and mazid. Okay, so that is the first important, the first thing that you need to know, the concept of mujarrad, no additional letters, all are original huruf, versus mazid, original huruf plus additional letter. Okay, so whatever that you see here, so these are the examples, and the meaning you can find it in the video as well. I have given the meaning in the video. Okay, so these are all the mujarrad. So most of them are 3-letter fi'il. And these are the mazid. So you see they have the root word kharajim, kharajim, but with an additional letter. Dakhala, adkhala. Now a different fi'il. But the root word is still da, kha, and lam. Okay, until the end. Okay, so that is the first thing to differentiate between mujarrad and mazid. And I have also talked in the video about the further, oops, about the types of mujarrad and the type of mazid, based on the number of the letters. So for example,
Yes, Ustaz.
yes, for example, when we say mujarrad, when we say fi'il mujarrad, how many letters are they from the example that we have seen just now? From the three letters, good. So they are mujarrad, fi'il mujarrad with only 3 letters. These are all the examples. Kharaja, dakhala, until this ghafara. These are all the mujarrad with 3-letter fi'il. These are all mujarrad with 3-letter fi'il. So if they are mujarrad with 3-letter fi'il, we call it mujarrad. This is just another term. Okay, this is just a term that you will see in some book. They call it mujarrad sulasi. Or sometimes they reverse it. They call it sulasi mujarrad. Okay, when you see this sulasi mujarrad, what is mujarrad? You know all our original huruf. How many huruf are they? 3 huruf.
3.
Okay, this is just a term. Okay, mujarrad sulasi.
Okay.
And sometimes you see fi'il mujarrad, but not with 3 letters, with 4 letters, which means that all of the letters are the original letters. You cannot remove any of them. So for example, the last 2. So the last 2. Zalzala and also dahraja. Zalzala to make the earth having an earthquake, or to dahraja to roll the ball. So these 2 words, zalzala and akhraja, these are also fi'il mujarrad because you cannot remove any of this letter. Dal, ha, no. They all are the root word. But how many words? Sorry, how many letters?
4
No,
letters.
4 letters. So we call it mujarrad. What do we call it in the video?
4 letters.
4-letter fi'il rubai.
Okay.
Okay, so this is just a term. Okay, so mujarrad sulasi and mujarradun rubai. Mujarrad sulasi. So as long as you know what is mujarrad and what is sulasi, done, no problem. So okay, this is for the mujarrad. Next, for the mazid. For the mazid, okay. For the mazid, it depends on the root word as well. So for example, these are all the mazid. But what is the original, how many letters are they, the original huruf? Akhraja, for example, the word akhraja, the original or the root word is kharaja. So this is still a 3-letter fi'il. Kharaja. But a 3-letter fi'il with how many letters? 1 additional letter. Okay. So what do you call this word? We call this word mazid. Sulasi mazid, because it is, the root word is 3-letter. Mazid sulasi or sulasi mazid, you can reverse the words. Lakin, how many harf? How many harf do you add? The word mazid itself is added. You add. How many words do you add? Bi harfin. With 1 letter. So it means that 3 plus 1. It is some sort like this. 3 original huruf plus 1 additional letter. So this is the original huruf. This is the additional letter. So 3 plus 1. So the example of 3 plus 1 is this. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Now until here. These are the example of 3 plus 1. If you look at these words again. So these are the original huruf. Kharajim, 3 letters plus 1.
Okay.
sulasi, but not mazid. Not mujarrad. It is mazid. Why? Because you have additional letter. But the root word is still sulasi. That is why we call it sulasi, but not mujarrad, mazid. This is also three-letter fi'il, sulasi. So we say sulasi, but then you have the mazid, one additional letter.
Okay.
Yes. Allama, this is also sulasi. Why? Because the root word is three-letter, ain, lam, mim. But you have mazid, you have one additional letter. So we call it sulasi, mazid as well. How many letters? One additional letter. Qaddama, the same thing. Three letters for the root word. Qaf, dal, mim. I have one additional letter. So this is also sulasi, mazid with one letter. Mazid bihar. Qabala, this is also three-letter fi'il. Qaf, ba, lam. But you have one additional letter. So the same thing. We call it sulasi, mazid with one letter. You add one additional letter. Taba'tu. So here, if you look at the fi'il, you have this ta. This ta is to say I. So we exclude it. Remove it because this is not part of the fi'il. We only want to look at the fi'il itself. The fi'il is only this, taba'a. Taba'a. So taba'a, how many letters? You have taba'ain. So these are the root word. This is the root word taba'ain. Three letters with one plus one additional letter. Again, you call it sulasi, but mazid because you have one. Okay, so these are all sulasi mazid, but mazid with one letter. So 3 plus 1. Next, you have 3 plus 2. Also mazid, the same thing. The term is still similar. We call it sulasi mazid. Lakin mazid biharfain. You add 2 letters. So for example here, this until here. Now until here. So if you look at this word indafa'a, ta, you ignore this ta because this is muannas for the word sayyara. So the fi'il itself is indafa'a. It moves, the car moves rapidly. So you say indafa'at as-sayyara. But the word itself is just indafa'a. What is the root word? The root word is dal, fa, ain. So again, this is 3-letter fi'il. Dal, fa, ain. 3-letter fi'il. With additional letters, we call it mazid. So again, this is also sulasi mazid. But the difference between this and the first one is the mazid, the additional letters, you have 2 additional letters. That's all the difference. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many additional letters do you have. As long as you have an additional letter, 2 additional letters, 3 additional letters, you just call it mazid. Okay, we don't care how many letters. So this is also sulasi mazid. The difference is just at 3. So this is the same thing in kasara, broken. The glass is broken in kasara. Oh, sorry, was broken. This is fi'il madhi. So the root word still 3-letter fi'il. Kaf, sin, ra. Kaf, sin, ra. So it is sulasi. But since you have additional letter, you call it mazid. So this is also sulasi mazid. But how many mazid? How many additional letters? So here you have 2. So here, that is why I write here 3 plus 2. Okay, so 3 plus 2. The same goes to ijtama'a and also iqtaraba. So this is jim, mim, ain, 3 letters plus 2. Alif and ta. So the last one, qaf, ra, ba, 3 letters plus 2. Alif and ta. Okay. So again, the next one is also similar. This ta is for mu'annas. Remove it. So you have ha, dal, mim. 3 letters plus ta and plus this shadda. Again, 3 plus 2. Okay. So the same goes to tafattaha. Tafattaha. So this last one ta, because of mu'annas, so we ignore that part. So the fi'il is tafattaha, fa, taha. 3 letters, original huruf. You have additional ta and shadda. So again, this is also 3 plus 2. So, but as I said, we don't care how many letters do we add. We just call it sulasi and mazid. Okay. So here, sulasi mazid. If you want to go to for more details, we say sulasi mazid. But B, how many letters do you add? With harfain, with 2 letters. This is the second example, 3 plus 2. But they are all sulasi mazid. They are all sulasi mazid. Now, and the last one for sulasi mazid is this. the second last examples. If you look at this, it's like second last example, istaghfara. What is the root word? 3-letter fi'l. What is the root word? Ghafara. Good. This is the root word.
Okay.
Ghafara. So you go to the dictionary, find ghafara, you will be able to find istaghfara. The meaning of istaghfara is under that root word of ghafara. So again, this is 3-letter fi'l. You have additional letters. So this is also called sulasi mazid. But how many additional letters do you have? 3. So now it is 3 plus 3. This is here similar. 1, 2, 3 plus 3. So this is also 3 plus 3. So another type of sulasi mazid. So you can see here, we have another sulasi mazid. Sulasi mazid. But then, how many letters do you add?
3 letters.
With 3 letters. So we say salasati ahruf.
Okay.
With 3 letters. Okay. But again, as I said, this part is not that important. What is important is here. You know the term. So when I say sulasi mujarrad, all 3 letters, original huruf. When I say sulasi mazid, root word 3 letter plus additional huruf. So it can be +1, +2, or +3. So this is about the sulasi mazid. This is about the sulasi mazid. So we have done with the sulasi, the 3-letter fi'l. But here we have this 4-letter fi'l. Mujarrad rubai. In mujarrad, we say you have sulasi mujarrad and you have rubai mujarrad. What about mazid? Do we have rubai as well? Yes. Okay, so for the mazid, not only we have sulasi, for the mazid, we also have rubai. You can call it rubai mazid or you can call it mazid rubai. Rubai mazid. So what is rubai mazid? Rubai means the original huruf are 4 huruf. Okay, 4 huruf. Plus, how many letters do you add? +1. So for example, the last 2 words. Tazal zala. You ignore this ta because this ta is because ardu is muannas, so that is why you need the ta. The word itself is tazal zala. So tazal zala, this is 4-letter fi'l. I mean the root word is 4-letter fi'l. Zai lam, similar to this word. Similar to this word. Zal zala. But now you have 1 additional letter. Tazal zala. So now we call it rubai, but not mujarrad. We call it rubai mazid. So in this case, it is just 4 plus 1. Okay, we only add 1 letter. So the same goes to the last example. Tadakhraja. Again, the ta, we ignore this ta because it is for muannas. So the word is tadakhraja. So this is also a 4. The root word is also 4-letter. Dal harajim plus 1 additional letter. Okay. So for these 2, we call it rubai mazid. So how many words do we add? It is not a problem. As long as you know you have additional letter, you call it mazid. So basically, this is just to familiarize yourself with the term. Okay, what is rubai mujarrad? What is rubai mazid? What is sulasi mujarrad and what is sulasi mazid? Now, so far, any questions in terms of the term?
No.
No. Okay. Last one before we go, before we end today's session. Okay. How do you know whether there is an additional, whether there are additional letters or not? How do you know? How do you know which letters are the original huruf, which are the additional huruf? How do you know?
Memorize.
Naam?
Memorize.
Memorize. How do you memorize? If you have 1 million words, you want to memorize all 1 million words?
Okay.
Of course, for 10 words, yes, you can memorize. For 20 words, you can memorize. But for 1 million words,
Can
for example, I give you this word. I give you taqabbalallah, the one that you always say after to your friend after we finish praying, right? We say taqabbalallahu minkum. May Allah taqabbala, Allah accept. May Allah accept from you your deeds. So if I ask you, is this mazid or mujarrad? Can you tell me? And what are the, if it is mazid, what are the huruf? What are the additional huruf? What is the root word? This is a very difficult question to ask. But if you watch the video until the end, last week I only asked you to watch half of the video, right? So in the lesson, they said, if you look at point number 3, Al-Qaeda, look at point number 3. Oh, sorry. Al-Qaeda, look at point number 3. They said there is a list of ahrufu ziyadah. They said there are 10 additional letters that you will see being added to a word. So what are the letters? Sin, alif or hamza, sin, hamza, lam, ta, mim, waw, nun, ya, ha, and also alif. So these are the 10 letters that you can add to an existing word, meaning that these are the additional letters. And these letters, they are combined in this word, sa'altumuniha, where you have the sin, alif, lam, ta, mim, waw, nun, ya, ha, alif. This is just to make it easier for you to memorize. But the problem is that in our example just now, we don't have all of these letters. We have sin, yes. We have alif, yes, but we don't have lam. We see a ta, yes, but we don't have a mim. So this is correct. These are the huruf ziyada or the ahruf ziyada. But this list is not for this topic. This will include other topics as well. So therefore, by only relying on this list is not useful for the topic. So how are you going to know whether it is mazid or mujarrad? Then we need to use another method. Okay, who has watched until the end of the video? I did mention about the second method.
Yeah, is it about wazan?
Good. Yes. If you watch after the minute, if not mistaken, after the minute 55, minute 56 and on, I introduce you another topic. We call it the wazan. Okay. For those who have yet to watch the wazan, the second part, please go through that part. Okay. Please go through that part because it will take me another session just to explain that part. Once you have understood that part, you will see that it is quite simple actually to identify. It is very easy. When you look at this word, you know the wazan. You know these are the additional letter, these are the root word. And the wazan, even though it is not included in our, it's part of our syllabus, but it is very important for you to understand the next grammar lesson.
Okay.
In fact, they should include this. So you can go through the video again and look at the in your Google Classroom. I have added a PDF file. This one, Auzan al-fi'li sulasi mujarrad, Auzan al-fi'lu rubai mujarrad, Auzan al-fi'lu sulasi mazid, and Auzan al-fi'li al-rubai al-mazid. So these are the Auzan, or the mufrad of the word is wazan. Okay, so please watch the video again and try to understand what is this wazan. Wazan, what does it mean? What are the words? Oh, sorry, what are the letters that we use to refer to this wazan? And this here we have the wazan for fi'il madi and together with the mudari. Okay, so try to watch the video again, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Okay,
Okay.
see whether you are able to understand it or not. If you have a question, then I will explain again.
Okay.